Alright, what's up guys? Universal Mastery coming to you live, South Beach, Miami. Alright, what's up? Universal Mastery coming to you guys. Check it out. So coming to you today, Universal Mastery out. So I'm gonna talk about the dark aspect of yourself. Yo, what's up guys? Universal Mastery coming to you live, South Beach, Miami. Walking down, where am I at? Washington Ave right now. It's amazing to live here. It's so beautiful. First thing first, I want to congratulate you on tuning in. This is going to give you a lot of clarity on where you're at in your spiritual development, where you're at right now in life itself, and how you're doing. Okay, like how are you attacking life, and what is that making out of you, and what are you making out of it? So first thing first, my name is Jeremiah James Schwartz, a rock shakar, and basically what I do is I lead you to universal truths. Okay, my channel is Universal Mastery, so I lead you to universal truths, and I like to talk a lot about things in the nature of magic, in the sense of energy manipulation, and how you can use that to live the best life that you could possibly live. Okay, and a lot of it has to do with what people like to call witchcraft, things in that nature, being a warlock, sorcery, any of that stuff. Unfortunately in society that's looked at in a very dark light, so I'm gonna be here as the light bearer and show you guys that everything really does come from darkness. I mean, you can't have light if there's no darkness. So the core essence of our mind, our subconscious mind, is dark. So by using magic, you're calling on your own subconscious mind in its most ancestral aspects to then come to the surface so that you can experience, burn through, and heal from your own past traumas and from your own past experiences. Okay, that's the art of what I like to call magic. But other than that, what I want to talk about today is I want to talk about relationships. Okay, yes, I said it, relationships. Oh my god, he's talking about magic, now he's talking about relationships. So yeah, I'm a fucking rebel. Yeah, so basically when it comes to relationships, how do you know if somebody loves you? And how do you know, even more importantly, this is way more important, how do you know if you love somebody? Okay? And how do you even know if you love yourself, right? Okay, so basically first thing first, when you decide to get into a relationship with somebody, it doesn't matter what kind of relationship it is. Literally, it could be like significant other kind of relationship, or it could be business kind of relationship, or it could be both kind of relationship, or it could be friendship kind of relationship. It could be anything. You get the point. How do you know if someone loves you and someone's going to be a long-lasting relationship? And how do you know if you're the same way towards that person too? Well, this is a fact. Okay, so when you get into a relationship, doesn't matter what kind it is, there's going to be predestined problems that are automatically going to set in stone. Okay, so there's going to be already predestined issues that are there to be solved and to be worked out. Now, the key to solving these issues is not necessarily by being all logical about it and going too analytical with it. The key is to maintain who you are. Okay, so you gotta be you, right? You gotta know who you are, and you've got to stand in that position the whole way through when this confrontation comes up, okay? So first thing first, if you're with a friend and if you're in a relationship with somebody and you're running away from starting a confrontation, like if you're making someone feel good because you're afraid of batting heads with them or arguing, if you're afraid of that, then you are stuck in a vacuum relationship as we speak, because you're running away from the problem that's gonna prove that you two really love each other. Okay, so the art of a relationship is when these problems come, you stay through it. You may get upset, and you will. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, you're gonna get upset, you're gonna get pissed, there's gonna be all this fire, you're just gonna be so upset, you're gonna be pissed, you're gonna be lashing out. But the art of passing these tests is by staying there with the other person, is by working it out. You are literally working through, you're burning through those issues with that other person. That really says on a deep, deep level, I'm getting chills saying this, that says on a deep, deep level that you love that person and you're willing to stay there and fight a fucking battle for them. Like you're taking your own time to be there with that person when you fucking do not agree with them, yet you're still there and you're saying, I love you enough to try and prove to you that I love you. Like, I'm here showing you, like, this is what I believe and this is the boundaries that I'm creating for myself, and I love you enough to say, this is who I am. Can you love me for me? And you're both doing that simultaneously. That's how you build a long-lasting relationship. Okay, that is the absolute key for building a relationship. Wow, I got chills the whole entire time when I was saying that. Wow, it was almost like something came into me and just started speaking. But yeah, so other than that, if you're in anything else that is something in the nature of, you know, you're with another person, friendship, relationship, business partner, and you try to lower yourself or transform yourself so that you don't confront the other person when you feel like they may be wrong, because this is gonna happen. There's gonna be specific times when you're not gonna agree with that person, and it's meant for you to voice that and express that. So if you're in something where you feel like you can't do that and you can't be honest because you're afraid of having a confrontation, or you're afraid of losing something because now you're arguing with them, or if you're afraid of changing the energy dynamic, then once again, you're already in a trap. You're already not who you are. You're subtracting who you are for another person, and that's predestined to lead you into a relationship that's going to crash, okay? And you do not want that, okay? You do not want that. Why would you want to waste so much valuable time on something that is already predestined to fail? And yes, you can always say, well, you know, I learned a big lesson for it. That's true, but how many big lessons are you going to learn until you fucking get it? You see what I'm saying? You don't touch a stove as a little kid and just keep touching it. You touch it once, get burned, you never do it again. Okay, at least on purpose or consciously. It's the same concept. Seems to be people get addicted to that type of dynamic, that type of pain. They like to be in things like that. But what they're doing is literally rotting themselves from the inside out, okay? Because there's a purpose behind that. And the purpose for your own life is so fucking important that if you're gonna waste time and subtract that just because of some egotistical pleasure that you find, like some toxic, weird pleasure, keep in mind, that's not normal, okay? That's already not normal. Then you need to really analyze what the fuck is going on. Okay, so that's pretty much what I'm talking about. I hope you guys get what I'm saying. So really, what I encourage you to do is look in first, okay? First thing that you gotta do is really look in, like, are you being you in all situations? Like, do you really love yourself? Because the more that you love yourself, the more powerful people, the more important people, the more meaningful relationships you will start to build. They will literally come out of the fucking woodworks. But first you have to prove to yourself that you love yourself. Okay, you gotta prove it to yourself and all your ancestors. Like, imagine like all these other gods out there being your own ancestors, and they're watching you like, hey Jer, or hey you watching, do you really love yourself? Look, we're gonna throw in this person to see if you really love yourself. We're about to test the fuck out of you. What are you gonna do with that? Like, what are you gonna do with that test? Are you gonna pass it, or are you gonna fall into the vacuum, as I like to call? It's up to you. The choice is yours. There is a right choice though. There is a wrong choice and a right choice. But the amazing thing is, if you continue to make the wrong choice, you know, a lot of the times you will be given a second chance. And I'm saying that in depth, like a lot of the times. But if you continue to get stuck on that same challenge, that same mistake will end up being the end of you, okay? So let's all be really aware on our own self-awareness so that we can get into relationships in the first place that are actually gonna be meaningful, that actually have a reason. And then let's start really seeing, like, who really loves me and who do I really love? And then your life becomes so much fucking better. So I love you guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like, and I'm gonna roll out. So Other than that, peace.